Hey, what's up, yo? I'm MLB Phatzz, and I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard.
Phatzz ain't nothing like these niggas, they pretending something they really not. And we ain't really beefing cause I don't miss a yeah, that AR go.
Alright, today we got MLB Phatzz jumping off the porch with us today.
What's up, boy? What's up, gang?
How you feeling, gang?
I'm feeling smooth. I'm feeling well.
For sure, man. It's a pleasure to have you here with us for sure.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here, no
I
doubt.
know you excited as hell right now.
No kizzy, no kizzy.
So tell us what you out here working on in Atlanta.
Shit, I ain't out here. I'm out here cooling, just sightseeing. It's my first time being here.
For sure. So what you been getting into since you been in the city?
I ain't been doing nothing. I've been getting something to eat, you feel me? I got some cool spots out here.
Yeah.
We went to the mall and stuff. We went shopping and all that. I'm gonna go see what it was out there.
For sure. So how would you compare Atlanta to back home in Indiana?
Boy, it's good out here. It's cool out here from where I went. On Burnham, back home, man, it ain't nothing but a whole lot of years. So, like, it's a pleasure to be here. That's all I'm saying. God allowed me to be here.
So for those who don't know, how would you describe life at home in Indiana?
I would just say, shit get wicked. You gotta know what you're doing out here. Oh, God. That's it.
And what part of the city are you from?
I'm from South Bend, Indiana. You feel me? But I live in South Bend right now, but I'm from Michigan, Benton Harbor, Michigan. That's where I'm from. You feel me? I grew up there when I was little, and then I moved to Indiana, did the little switch over.
For sure. So how would you describe your childhood coming out there in Michigan versus Indiana?
Man, it was just like down there, my childhood kind of like molded me to like know what everything was. So when I moved, I was ready for like all the changes and stuff.
When would you say you jumped off the porch?
I jumped off the porch. I was like, nah, though, you laughing and stuff. Now I jumped off the porch and I was like 11, 10. But I always was still doing the right thing. But it was just like 10, 11. My mama just was like, do what you gonna do. Just better not mess up. You feel me? Mess up is on you. On burner.
For sure. And what would you say is the biggest life lesson you learned growing up?
My biggest life lesson that I learned, though, it was to keep going, never give up on anything that I wanted to do. Like, always see it through.
And what would you say is the biggest obstacle you overcame so far in life?
The biggest obstacle? It was like when I had to figure out who was really for me. Like, I'm talking about with girlfriends, family, all that stuff. Like, friends, finding out who was for me, who was really wanted to see me win, and who was envious. So, like, that was the biggest obstacle.
So when would you say you started making music?
I've been making music since I learned how to talk, like, no bad. A lot of people be saying that, but I'm real life talking that talk for real. I always was rapping, like, since I found out you could rhyme, like, for real. Cause, like, my big brother back here, he was doing music when I was little, like, full-fledged rapping. So, like, it just was always there. I just kept doing it till I got better at it.
So what motivated you to start making music?
Seeing my brother do it. Like, he came home and showed me one of the songs he recorded, and I wanted to go record a song instantly.
Who would you list as some of your musical influences?
Rod Wave, my boy Tusi. It's this one dude that's from the Nap. I ain't gonna say he an influencer, but his music hard. So like, that's something that I put on anywhere I go. His name Muda, no bap, Moodei. He hard. I'm talking about. I'm listening to. I got a whole playlist full of everybody. So it's just like, the top 3 is Rod Wave, Tusi, and Lil Baby.
Yeah.
On game. That's the top 3 that I'm rocking with.
When would you say you started taking music serious full time?
About like last year, when my manager picked me up. So like I really wasn't doing nothing with it. He like got me started with it. Like for real, for real.
That's hard.
No bad.
How did you get your rap name?
My nickname was Fat Fat. And that's kind of ironic too, cause like when I was a baby, I was fat, so they called me Fat Fat. But like when I grew older and all that and slimmed down, they had to slim the name down too. It's just Fat. Oh, bro, no. And MLB came from like my older brother, my second oldest brother, the one that's after him. He in jail right now though, free him, you know. But he started MLB, Money, Loyalty, and Brotherhood. So like he ain't never rap with it. So I'm the one that was rapping for real. So I needed to stick it on bro them, MLB Phatzz.
And how was MLB started?
MLB was started because my brother just kept drawing like little thingies of it, and like I would ask him what it was, and he told me what it was one day, and I kind of like always would like think about how could I make it bigger, like how could I contribute to it, and that was my way of contributing to it. You know, I'm the one that's rapping.
For sure. How does your family impact your music?
They impacted a lot, cause it's like I don't really drop no music for like no outside people for real. Like I really was rapping because my family rapped. So like once I did it on my own and showed them like my music, like the effect that they give me, like me seeing their joy on their face and them seeing that I could actually do something like that, that like gave me the motivation to keep doing it.
For sure. And what do you feel you bring to the music industry?
Authenticity and originality from the hardest youngin'. I'm young doing it. So like most people ain't thinking like how I'm thinking. So like I say that I'm giving y'all real facts and anything that I'm rapping about, singing about, all that.
That's the real one. What do you feel like brings the best out of you and your music?
Just me being me. When I know that I ain't faking nothing. When I know that I'm actually like involving my real life into my music. That makes me strive the best.
And who inspires you?
My mom Dukes, my OG, cause like she ain't never let nothing like make her stop. So like my OG inspired me a lot.
What about your mother made you like so inspired?
Cause like any situation that I done seen her be in and me being me thinking like me, I would be like, nah, I don't know how I could do that. You feel me? So like from me seeing it from my mama, it's like she said she make it seem like she can do anything. So I'm gonna make sure that I'm probably gonna think like that too. I can do anything if I keep doing it. I can do anything if I put my head to it.
For sure. What's your current thoughts on the rap game?
These niggas be bapping. They bap a lot. That's all I got to say about everybody. No bap. If you're not speaking no real, no none of that, we not even gonna have no conversation. And a lot of these people be infiltrating their music with lies about other people and stuff that they ain't did before or ain't seen before. So it's kind of like messing up the rap game for real. But I'm here to, feel me, to put that back on track. The hardest youngin', no bap.
For sure. Why do you think it's important to remain authentic when you're releasing music and recording music?
Because you got an audience. As you get bigger and bigger, you got more people listening to you. And if you got more people listening to you, you can't lead them the wrong way. No bap. And if you rapping about lies, their life is gonna be filled with lies because they gonna be playing your music. And people don't know it, but when you play music and the people that you listen to, you start to pick up them ways. And most people don't know it, but you do. So like, you gotta always speak the truth. So their life would be the truth too.
For sure. What would you say is the biggest risk that you took for your career that paid off?
I moved. I moved from Indianapolis to South Bend. That was the biggest risk. Cause it was like, at the time, I was a junior, and I was just now like becoming like all the finals and stuff was going on at the time, and like my whole school year and all that stuff was messed up, like for real. And if you watching this, y'all kids stay in school for real, it help out. But like I was in school and I wanted to rap, but it was like where I was at, the places that I was going to go record that I couldn't go to because like it was so much bull crap going on, like for real, like. So for me to like duck off, I had to move my whole situation because at the place I was at, it wasn't no good for what I was trying to produce. So when I moved, it kind of threw everything off with school, with my connections, with how I was supposed to be moving, my living situation, all that. So like I could have stopped. I ain't had no thought of making no music when I moved. So like when I moved to South Bend, it was on and popping. Like at the time, it was a big ass risk because it's like, what I'm gonna do? I gotta start all the way over. But when I started over, my manager picked me up, all that type of stuff. So like, we went crazy. So it was like, it was the biggest risk, but it was probably the best thing I was supposed to do in that situation at the time.
For sure.
No back.
How would you describe the transition adjusting from the different city?
Unbelievable. Cause like, from how things fell out, like how things like came, like the results of everything, unbelievable. Cause if you was in them footsteps that I was in, my shoes at the time, I don't think most people would have made it out them type of situations.
For sure.
No doubt.
How would you describe the music scene back at home in Indiana right now?
The music scene down there kind of like, I don't know what word I want to say, cause like I don't want to like hype it up too much, but it's like we got some talent, but it's like you can't have no talent if you got the wrong people around you. Like it's cool that you do this, but what about the people that's around you that's part of your image? Cause whatever you do, they part of it. If y'all hang together, whatever they do, you part of it. So like it'd be like most of them don't be having the right decisions, but it's a lot of talent,
For sure. Why do you think people overlook the talent coming out of Indiana?
Cause of their head. Some of them people think they too cocky, too big to listen. I ain't never too big to listen, no matter how big you get.
Let's talk about your new project, Coping Through Music.
Yeah. Coping Through Music, that was my first joint. And me and my manager put together, you feel me? We really it was like Coping Through Music was a project that we just set up a whole lot of studio sessions, scheduled breaks between each one, but like each date, we was working on specific projects and specific songs. So like Coping Through Music, I really wanted my first thing from them to hear, like my first project, I wanted it to be versatile, complete original and different, something they ain't never heard before, like type stuff. So like I put my real life into it for real, coping through music. It was my way of coping through life, you feel me? I'm making music through it. It's all my pain, so like it was really a big stuff for me, and I liked how it came out.
For sure. Talk about My Time that just dropped last week.
They know it's my time, I know. Oh, bro, the video just dropped on YouTube. Soleil Entertainment, go subscribe. You already know. That's my last video that I just dropped. You know, it was about how like the steps of me moving down here and me making some noise. They know it's my time. You feel me? So like, I was performing at Tink. You feel me? And I had my man JR, SL Design. Shout out to him. You feel me? That's my cameraman. But like, he had shot something there, you feel me? And I didn't even know, but he was on that type of time. I didn't even know he was shooting something to it, but he was shooting my like progress throughout the rehearsal to the actual show. And like I rehearsed just like I performed. So like most people was like, when I was at the rehearsal, they was like, man, nigga, you gotta make sure your voice still cool. You gotta perform tonight. Yeah. And I'm telling them like, man, you gotta practice how you gonna do it. And that's how I'm gonna do it. I went out there and rocked that mug, on God. But like, we put it in a video to show that it's my time to blow. Each time I hop on the stage, I'm gonna blow up. It's gonna be like a bomb just went off, because everybody feel like, wow, who is him? You feel me? And I'm all in y'all face with it, giving y'all actual content. I need everybody to listen, okay?
For sure. Talk about Really.
Really hot, you know. That was my little joint I dropped for them like some months ago. That mug got 17,000 now. Thank y'all, you know, all my supporters, y'all making it happen. For real, that video right there, I want them to see that I'm really hot. And the words that I'm saying, you will know that I'm really hot. Like, ain't nobody doing it like I'm doing it. I'm the hardest sugar for real. Like, that song was the versatile that I wanted to set. Like, I ain't dropped no aggressive song like that ever since then. Like, I'm gonna give y'all one of them. I'm always speak my facts in my mind on any song that I drop. So like, that was the one that I want them to like set aside from all the other ones. Like to say, yeah, he do this too, but he can do that too as well, type stuff.
What about Armed Angels?
That's my joint, man. I swear that's probably my favorite video. And that's Michigan joint too. Thank y'all for supporting how y'all doing it too. We actually shot it in Michigan, Ben Harbor, Michigan, for real. So like, I'm an Angel was my joint to show them that it don't matter where you come from, how situations be seeming bad, you can make the good in it. It's plenty of people who done came out of the same place that you done came. So like, I went to the hood. I went smack dab in the middle of them years, on God. And I call on my peoples, all my family, and all them people that live around there and who really you see every day like type stuff. And they all came and showed love. And most of them people was like Most of the people was bums back then. I ain't gonna bat. Most of the people ain't had that type of bread that they got right now. And they really messed with the song because it was like, he speaking what I went through. Like, it get better. We armored angels now. Like, that life made us an armored angel. Man, there was so many cars out there, so much bread out there. Man, I'm talking about, we probably had $600,000 worth of cars out there. Like we had drop-top Benzes, drop-top 20 Corvettes. Go watch the video. Y'all gonna know. On God, it get better. So if you one of them, yes, bro, you gonna be an armored angel and make you an armored angel. Stay strong, no doubt.
So what would you say is your personal favorite song from Coping Through Music?
It's hard to say that, man, for real. And my manager be trying to have me pick all the time, man. Like, it's so many bangers over there. Y'all gotta go listen. They sleep on me, man, for real. It's like all them mugs is my favorite. Like, I swear to God, like, I listen to them daily. And if you listen and you support, you probably listen to them daily too. I mess with y'all, man. Y'all making it happen for real.
For sure. Are there plans for an upcoming project?
Yeah. I got a book bag unreleased. I got y'all. I know y'all been waiting. I got y'all though. No bet. We gonna drop some for y'all like probably before my birthday. I got birthday bash coming up too. We gonna have them tickets for y'all.
For sure. Talk to us about your grind as an independent artist.
It be like staying focused, you feel me? Like keeping my head on the swivel, always watching who around me type stuff, and always making sure like I'm putting the right type of material in what I'm rapping. I ain't never going far from who I am type stuff. I'm always got that piece of me plus what I see type stuff, and every single thing that I drop type stuff.
For sure. What would you say is the biggest challenge that comes along with being an independent artist?
Not switching who you is. That's exactly the biggest problem. Cause most niggas get bread, get hoes, get fans and all that shit, and like really switch who the fuck they is. Like, bro, you still him. All the people that know you before you blew up know who you is still. So it'd be like pointless, cause the real you gonna come out eventually. And when people see you as a fraud, it really mess up your first impression, cause your first impression was like, man, you was that. They just said you this, and I just seen that type stuff. So the biggest problem right now is people that stay who they is.
For sure. So what else are you working on right now?
I'm working on a deluxe for the Coping Through Music. You feel me? I got that coming. I got another video dropping for y'all, you feel me? But I ain't gonna say too much on that. It's a surprise. Y'all just gotta guess which one on the album, no bet. But I got videos dropping for y'all, man. I got a show coming up October 2nd with Cant. I'm on his floating tour, you feel me? And I got a birthday bash October 16th. So like it's full of fun, you feel me? Everybody just gotta stay tuned, you feel me? MLB Phatzz on all social media.
For sure. Any last words and shout outs?
Man. Shout out my mom, shout out my family, all the people that support me, shout out my big brother, shout out my manager, shout out Beezy Franchise, you know, that's the dude who make all my beats. That's fam, you know. Shout out JR, SL Designs, you know. And just shout out to the world that's really on this journey. Help the hardest young and blow. No back. Love y'all, gang.
For sure. MLB Phatzz, we appreciate having you today, gang.
Man, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate being here. No back.
For sure.
Phatzz ain't nothing like these niggas, they pretending something they really not. And we ain't really beefing cause I don't miss her. Yeah, that AR gon' jump, but I ain't gotta aim cause that guy